but I'm hoping... Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the end of winter. Oh, hi, cow. What's up, Metal Link? Yeah, so we have a temperature of 4 out, which is much higher than it has been. I'm just hoping that... Oh god, we have so much snow. We do have some extra wool here. We're, there it is. Fine. We'll put this back on for now. Let's go see if we can find that sheep. The sheepies. Go get them sheared, because clearly it's not changing over yet. How you doing there, sheepy? You've still got... Ooh, what are you... You got weakness, too. You're hungry and thirsty. I know there's another one. There you are. Actually, are you the same one? You might be the same one. I like how the snow seems to be dripping through the trees now, though. Like the snow is actually starting to melt. Yeah, the other one wasn't here. Okay. I was hoping to find it. I was hoping to shear it. Doesn't seem to be nearby, but okay. So we can take assessment of what we've got, right? So we've got some cows. We've got quite a few pigs somewhere else. All of the farm animals. Why? Why cow? It's still mad that I picked up the sheep. I was hoping that it would ignore me by this point. Stupid cow. I don't want to kill it, you know? Like that's kind of the dumb thing is I don't know what to do about it because I don't want to kill the actual cow. No, it is a different crow. Okay, so you're still sitting here. Okay, they must have both been sheared around the same time then. Whatever. And I'm actually getting warm now. Yeah, see, it's like kind of dripping, so I wonder if that means it's going to start raining. Okay. You're a different cow. That's fine. Better not start actually storming. Put the wool back. Put our dried plant bits away. Hey, Vevin. No, not yet. Not yet. It is still kind of sunny by us, but I have been looking at the weather, and it is getting kind of dark north of us. So, hopefully it's not going to get too bad. How bad is it up by you guys? This don't look right. Okay. Alright, let's go start cutting down some trees so we have some lumber to work with. Also, all these snow drifts. Lots of thunder. Oh, okay. Anything bad? Like any, like, hail or anything this time around? God, it's just gonna make everything cold. It's a good thing. Well, it's really weird, because, like, I have 0 temperature, right? But yet I'm warm. Okay, now it's actually kind of cooling down a bit. Like, it's double 0, but I'm somehow warm. Weird. Nothing yet? Okay. Well, hopefully it stays away. We do have a thunderstorm notification or a thunderstorm watch in our area until like 8 o'clock at night. But I want to say that's just like the general area and nothing too close to us. So hopefully, we'll see. We'll see how bad it gets. Olive tree, huh? And I am going to get a sapling or a thing from it. It looks like you only get one acorn or one seed per, and it doesn't give you a chopping block until it's a full-size tree. So I should probably, like, grab these and hold on to them. That's a full size. But since... God. Since the trees all pretty much take so long to grow, I think we'll want to actually plan out where our trees are. Yeah, see, there's actually rain particles. That tells me it might actually start either melting soon or something, because that ain't snow anymore. Guess I have to chop it from this side. I love how it just absolutely destroys all the grass near here. What I also kind of want to do is put up either some path blocks or something else to kind of connect different areas. So we'll kind of want to make different designations of our island, like our actual house, maybe our orchard being down here, which means we'll probably want to put a lot of fruit trees down here. But that also means if this area is going to be a lot of fruit trees and not a lot of wood trees, then we'll want an area for wood trees specifically, which maybe we can leave that out over this way, or have just a small area near our house for like continual wood. But we're going to need an area for mass storage. We're going to need an area for possibly food processing or ore processing. Like, we're going to need an actual factory. Why did it only fall, like, right next to itself? Are you worth cutting down? You're giving me 3 logs. Weird. Oh, it's a rock on the ground. I thought it was an egg, and I don't wonder why I didn't pick it up. And see, we've got like other trees like this, like the citrus tree. At least it will give me the seeds back. Yeah, let's grab these two. Yeah, 5 logs and 5 sticks. Come on. There we go. Is it a full block of snow? You are. And I think what I also might be worth doing is maybe getting some lights around the area. Not the campfires. Like actual lanterns, actual nice lanterns, since they're not going to actually burn out. Which is another thing we should probably upgrade to. Like, there actually are, you know, the ones from either immersive engineering, which I believe take power, which need a full block of glowstone, phosphorus, whatever's, and iron plates and glass. So these may need some work in the future. But depending on how these work, these stone lanterns, it is any rock, some paper, and then... Oh, they need gray roof tiles, though. Which we actually need to smelt. So those may not be worth it. We'll see. But this, a simple Minecraft lantern where it just takes a torch and 8 nuggets of iron, Oh, this is the powered lantern. Oh, goody. Whereas this is just a glowstone lantern. So, I don't know. We may see. I may use these for a bit and see how they go, but I may use the immersive engineering lantern to see how they look. We'll see. But I want to use something outside the area here as like little street lanterns or something to kind of light up the area. We don't really need to worry about mobs because the only mobs that actually are going to attack us are ones that don't care about the amount of light. So it's not like really have to worry about it too much. And marking out and developing out these paths, like I'd like to actually have this kind of be an entrance. Either cover this with some fence posts and then cover it with grass because we can walk over the top of it and have this be like a shaded, built up mine entrance, which I think might be nice to look at, or something else. Also, speaking of the fence posts, I looked through the configs to try and figure out what was going on, because there's nothing in here that actually tells me about how supports work from a technical standpoint, and I found out what I've been doing wrong. So I will actually take this moment to come down here and find where we put down some supports, because the problem that we have is that in the configs, and nowhere in the tooltip does it say this, because if you just look up support, you'll see that it just says support, right? The thing it doesn't tell you is there's actually a maximum height that the supports can provide support for. And for wooden or basic supports, that max height is a whopping stellar 3 blocks. Meaning, the reason why none of this worked is because this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks tall. Or this boy over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks tall. Way too high. Doesn't work. So what we have to do is basically come in here, grab all of our supports, and for the ones in here that we're probably going to be mining at this height, we can just go ahead and put them in here. This is a valid support. This is not. And not only that, the configuration for the supports to make the determination that it is a support and is supporting all of the weight around it that I thought was only 2 blocks is actually 16. And as you saw there, it just broke that block. Granted, it didn't silk touch it, it just broke it. It didn't drop, it just straight up broke. So I'm actually, oh, I'm getting hot. Let me take this off while we're underground. So that's what I was doing wrong. I was making supports that were too tall, because now I can just mine this all I want. And we may end up having to do this here soon. Just mass gather a bunch of copper, a bunch of tin, a bunch of zinc, some, whatchamacallit, diamond. But that's the reason why, right there. So, I kind of wish this was 1 block taller, because I'm hoping... Okay. Nice. Okay, so now this whole area should be pretty good. I mean, I'll have to put more supports over there, but we should be good for the most part with this. Because, yeah, now we can at least salvage some of these supports. Yeah, because now there was 5 minus the 3 that I put was 2, plus the 8 is now 10, so that's all of it. So, this will be an interesting one, because I don't really know where I can shove 3 supports in to make this work right. You know, like that's going to be the only challenge, is finding a good spot to wedge 3 in. Like I could wedge 3 in down here, and it would support this lower half of a good chunk of this. But I may as well just stay up here for a while and just mine out a good chunk of this. This will support me for a while. Now, I mentioned basic supports and simple supports. There are upgraded ones. I believe the stone and metal ones are 4 high, and the treated, I think it's treated fence. Yeah, treated wood fence, I believe, is the highest. There's a stone. Yeah, so I think. Oh, steel. Yeah, so it depends on which material it's made out of. But it goes from 3 to 4 to 5 high. And therein lies the problem. I was just simply making things that were too tall, and they were not valid supports at that point, which is why they kept causing cave-ins. So, that's all. Simple mistake on my part that I didn't realize how these worked. But now that I know how they work, we should be able to get a lot more ores. And I don't think there was anything down here the last couple times we kept coming down here. So I think it's back that other way. I want to get more tin. We've already got like a half a stack more copper. And I do want to increase our throughput of our metal melting, which means we'll also want more coal, which means now that we know how high of a support we can go, let's go over here by our zinc, or sulfur. See, this might actually be 1, 2, 3. This is valid. This is an actual valid support. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not. So, this doesn't matter. But this is supporting a good chunk of all this, which means that we might be able to get away with extending the range. Like, that's really close, but I want to make sure that this whole ore vein, you know, as far out as it goes, is going to be supported. So, that's well supported. We'll be able to get quite a bit of iron and sulfur from that. This is actually valid. Okay, so we can actually go through here and get way more coal than we were getting before. Without really worrying. Yeah, that's nice. Granted, I don't know how tall this vein is. It looks like it's only going to be this 2 block high vein. Yeah, and see, that just fell. It didn't break it, so we'll see. Oh, there's one that's 3 high. Okay. Yeah, we got anthracite, bituminous, lignite, and coal. And they all burn for a good amount of time. But they only really work as fuel. So, we will definitely want to keep using this, for sure. But we'll definitely want to stockpile our coal. Hell, and maybe we'll just make, like, full blocks of the stuff. But now that we actually have a valid support, we really shouldn't be causing any risk of collapse. Now that we know what the hell we're doing. Five, huh? I could start doing that. Do we have... I need one more level for another point here, which, yeah. Yeah, and I want to say that the 16 block range is a radius, not a diameter, but I am not entirely sure. Also, give me 1 second. I do have a phone call. I'll be muted here for a bit, but we'll just sit here mining, so I apologize. Okay, sorry about that. Just let me get my headphone back in. Yeah, no, my wife is driving home from work, so just want to call me, let me know what's going on. Okay. And not that I'm gonna get too distracted, but coming down here and seeing this, I do want to go explore that at some point. I just not at that point yet. We'll go ahead and finish mining this out later. I think we've gotten quite a bit. I was actually surprised to see the coal come up in the ground on the floor. Let's go ahead and grab myself. I'm a fledgling in agility now, even though I can't do anything about it. Oh, did it only take 4 levels? Okay. I wonder if you need more level, like more total levels, but it still only takes 4 to add a skill point. Not sure how that works yet, but I will be excited to start mining this out. Also, I just realized this takes care of the lower pyrite. This takes care of anything above here, which is good to offset this. Kind of wonder if we should dig down a little bit too and put one kind of at like 1, 2, 3 down, you know, like down here. Start digging this down and put one here. But that will only really be a reason if we need to, if this goes further. I know that the 302 pack update allows ores to generate between strata, which kind of unfortunate that I started playing this right before that the pack version came out, because now I've got veins that are pretty much limited to the strata. I realized I only wanted to go back outside, so that was weird. But it would have been nice to... That's gonna go... Okay. Ah, didn't make it. That's fine. I was trying to get all parkour. There we go. But yeah. So that was the reason why I didn't do that right. So I now know how to make supports. I now know that they have a limit. I just need to figure out which one I'm using for how much limit it has.